So what was the idea behind making the usher afraid of chickens? Making him a chicken, as it were.
Well, we had the chicken machine.
Yes.
Which was as this is a thing. This
Yeah.
is actually a from a certain point of view, a cruel way to gather your food.
Yeah.
But I mean, one must eat, and in some cases, one must eat a lot. And so, ingenious builders in Minecraft invented something called a chicken machine, which is not to get into the science of it, but
Yeah.
it's a way to generate a great quantity of cooked chicken meat
Yes.
using a series of eggs.
I feel like they have this in Japan.
lava. Yeah, they have vending machines.
Yeah, and that's how they do it. They do lava in the vending machines.
Yeah, the live chickens at the top and the cutlets.
Yeah,
just come out the bottom.
everyone that's watching this now that lives in Japan, I hope you can back us up on this.
Yes.
That this is indeed how it is over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. I believe it. And here we go, another round item, the slime ball.
But see, it's not round. You know what I mean? It's that you still got the pixels. So once again, if they found something perfectly round, perfectly spherical.
Of course. But remember, through what eyes are they seeing it? Through those little square eyes, perhaps that item is a perfect sphere. Look how he turns it. It's like a
What?
It's like a coin.
Yes, flipping it
Look how
all cool style.
Lucas is like an old-timey greaser,
Yep.
cool kid.
Were you guys also influenced by Grease?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, the T-Birds might be the.
Thanks, Lucas.
I mean, that's not a very dangerous
No.
gang.
No.
There were
John Travolta
no,
was about
no
as
one was scared of that group.
No.
And I don't think anyone's really scared of the ocelots.
Yeah.
They try to be scary, but I don't think it's really working for them.
So I'm just gonna take a guess that I just need to put down a whole bunch of slime to make a slime block.
You're most likely correct.
We'll find out here in a second.
I know. It's the joy of discovery. Look at
Yeah.
that.
What?
It's
Almost like I've played this before.
I know.
Yeah.
Gross. I'll take
And this is your first time, right?
Of course.
Yes.
This is all new. Never seen it before ever. I mean, I only guessed that maybe something bad happens to Ruben in later episodes.
Just because you assume we're awful people, and
Well,
therefore
And that's basically what happened in every 80s, 90s movie ever. Is that
take it out on the pet.
Yep, you got a pet friend? Well, I know a way to make them cry. See?
That's right.
Well,
Oh, you did it.
whew. Actually, I've never actually tried what happens if you mess that one up. If you don't
I
hit
think we
it.
give you a.
Is there a little forgiveness?
I think there's some forgiveness there.
It would be kind of funny though if you hit it and then you just kind of bounced off and
Or you cut yourself. You got a severe cut from the glass.
you just die right
bled
there.
out.
Yep.
No. I don't think there's any
Man,
blood.
those
There's no-
chickens are savage.
They are savage. Well, I mean, I think he hates chickens because chickens hate him.
Achievement unlocked to catch a thief.
And what's about to happen is one of our is probably the greatest liberty we would take with the world, and as far as how this command block ends up turning in a run-of-the-mill. And it's not really run-of-the-mill. It's a pretty nasty item. The
I
wither.
like the way
Yeah, it's so good.
Ruben is hiding. He's a potion.
I'm a potion. Pink potion.
I feel like that actually needs to be a T-shirt that we put out. It's just a picture of Ruben hiding,
Yeah.
and he goes, "I'm a potion."
I'm a potion. But yeah, it's a constant balancing act between the realities of the world, the way it works, and
putting our own spin on things.
yeah, and a desire to kind of create change to sort of, that if we
Hey, you!
What are you doing?
if we just ran the game.
Leave her
Yeah.
alone.
Ran our game like a game of Minecraft,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have too many surprises for the players because
Me here?
the
You thought
world
you could
is
just
so
screw us
knowable,
over
and
and get away with it, didn't
there
you?
aren't
There's a few people that have put in many hours, and it's just a handful.
exactly.
Yeah.
So there's for them there's literally nothing new under the sun, the square sun.
Yeah.
We know what you're
And
doing
this
down
gives that player an opportunity to be surprised
Three wither skulls?
uh,
You're building a wither.
by things that wouldn't happen in their Minecraft playthrough.
Yeah.
Nobody talks to my
Now, could you speak maybe a little bit of because I'm sure you, especially being lead design and whatnot on this game, you did have to have a little bit of back and forth when it came to Mojang and to what was going on. Was there ever anything that they kind of helped along with story-wise or implementation of the design? They're like, oh, this would be better, for this or that. Like, what was that kind of like, relationship process between what we were trying to do and with them and them helping us to take it to that next level?
It was a very ongoing process. Like the rounds of feedback. Generally speaking, we oftentimes had writers and designers that were putting in concepts and setting things up that were just using, dramatic pieces that didn't necessarily fit with the universe,
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And what Mojang was very good about doing was to sort of take our ideas and help us put them through the lens of the.
Something that they definitely know in and out.
Absolutely.
More so than
Yeah.
Mostly anybody.
And it ran the gamut. I mean, it ran the gamut from like big, we had a creative summit early on with a lot of Mojang people.
Yeah.
And they were in on the ground floor of the basic concept for the story, the Witherstorm,
Behind me.
Well, he's not here. The only place he could be is.
the basic structure of a group of heroes from the past,
Yeah.
a young group of heroes that sort of take their place. I mean, these concepts were all sort of dreamed up by a team of people from both studios.
Yeah.
And then just on a daily or on a regular basis, just kind of getting the details right. Making sure that the pieces were flowing in a way that made sense both for story and for the world.
Yeah.
And the way it works, and what would resonate the most with the fan of Minecraft.
Well, I think so far from what we've seen, you guys have done a really good job on that kind of like balancing act, and you can definitely kind of feel throughout the entire thing of just, it's nice having the creators kind of come and help give that kind of a seal of approval, because then it keeps true to what they've created and what the fans have come to know and love.
Yeah, and it's good too, because I mean, you can rely on your own. If you're sitting at Telltale and you're kind of relying on your own instincts about what is Minecraft, what would make sense, where is pushing the envelope a little bit appropriate, and how much is too much, is something that having a partner who's so close to the lore really helps with. It kind of creates a language we can all agree on.
Now, what was the idea behind having Dave Fennoy, one of our very well-known voice actors, here at Telltale, voice this character?
Well, I think the idea is that Dave's great.
Yeah.
And we need to have him in games.
For those that don't know,
Whenever we can.
Dave Fennoy, Lee Everett, Walking Dead, season 1. Absolutely freaking killed it. Also, a little tidbit, he's also the Hulu voice guy.
Yeah.
So if you hear a commercial on Hulu, that's the voice you're hearing. Anyway, so when I heard this, I was just smiling from ear to ear, and I was like, well, this makes sense.
Yeah. And he's got such a great voice, and this character, the character of Gabriel is really interesting. He's a very stock hero.
Yeah.
He's got very obvious heroic attributes.
Yeah.
Not unlike, I think, Lee Everett from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But Gabriel is not without his flaws, and he is at times been a bad friend. And when we needed someone who could not only sell the idea of being a hero, but also sell the idea of someone who is not perfect, has his flaws, Dave just, he nails it. His voice just is so filled with so many things that you can believe both things are equally true.
You look at his IMDb page. I do a lot with our voice actors, just trying to see some of the stuff that they've done in the past. And his IMDb is just all the way He is like, there's been so many games that I remember from my childhood. I was like, really? He was, holy crap, he was in that even?
Yep.
Like, so he definitely has a wealth of experience that he brings to the table, and he just does such a good job with whatever character he's thrown into.
Yeah, it's just, and you know, when you get to work on a project that has, you know, Dave or one of our other sort of telltale all-stars,
Yeah.
as I would call them, when you hear those voices, I mean, I don't know how it is for the players, but for us, the creators, it's kind of like a security blanket. It's like it's a good feeling to hear those voices, those familiar voices coming out of those characters' mouths.
Because you know those characters then are well taken care of.
Exactly. It's just kind of money in the bank.
Well, it's interesting, you know, now that, you know, show host here and for the player space, when for like the last 6 years I've been a cinematic artist or just chore, and hearing their voice like in little audio blocks over and over and over again, you know, so it's been surreal at times to be able to hear like meet them and being like, you know, I'm used to only hearing your voice little audio blocks.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. The cinematic artists are oftentimes the first group of people to really get that, you know, wave of voice as it comes in. For the writers and designers, we live with these characters sort of silently for a long time. They're just words on the page or their subtitles. But choreography doesn't really come on until there's VO to essentially like make film to.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that group is, you know, has heard so much dialogue so many times.
Yeah.
And so for anyone not to just hate everything that they hear after hearing it for the 100th time, I mean, that's the power of the talent that we've had.
Yeah.
That you can do all that work, hear those lines over and over and over again, and still have the love.
Yeah.
You know, that's a
Now,
testament to the good work that they do.
To what we were watching here with the is it what is this thing called again? I'm sorry.
Well, this thing is the Witherstorm.
Witherstorm,
Ryan.
thank you.
It's a gnarly beast created by powers beyond our understanding.
Now, is this a thing of our own making, or is this in?
Oh
the
yes,
actual way? Okay.
this is, well, you know, I didn't want to speak too explicitly about it because I have this. I'm spoiler adverse.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be, but I am.
Well, I'm bringing it out of you.
If you want to talk about a collaborative achievement between two studios, the
Yes.
Witherstorm is definitely a you know, it's got two parents.
Yeah.
Mo Yang and Telltale.
Uh-huh.
And this is something we really sort of synced up on and agreed was going to be the you know
The big bad.
the big bad, just a thing,
Literally.
a thing that, you know, if you could just imagine, if you will.
Just imagine.
Let me
okay.
paint a picture for you.
Please do.
You're running around your Minecraft server.
Yes.
And you're, I don't know, let's just say you're farming pumpkins
Or chickens.
or raising chickens.
Yes.
And then over the horizon comes this.
Yes.
This giant three-headed tentacled monster with horrific flashlights for eyeballs.
I mean, I'm not going to confirm nor deny that, you know, there might be a designer or writer or two that are into hentai. But anyway,
yeah.
move on.
Well, I mean, just the idea of, I mean, again, we were talking about films we grew up on, right?
No.
And
We were trying to warn Gabriel.
the Godzilla.
and get him
Uh-huh. True.
I call him the Godzilla.
Yeah.
Because I'm more formal that way.
Gotcha.
But the monster movie, the giant monster, is such a great
together. Jesse, help me.
a great concept, and again, it is something this gargantuan. It just is something that a Minecraft player hasn't experienced.
Yeah.
You know, most things don't. I mean, a ghast,
Yeah.
pretty large.
Yeah.
Not this large.
No.
But, you know, big-ish.
I mean, this is almost like a city level.
Absolutely,
like,
and it just
size.
gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Do we
And,
still have one?
I think it was a slam dunk. I mean, the world destroyer, the thing that just before you have a chance to use anything is just taking it away. That the very thing that you've counted on is, you know, is slowly and then quickly being destroyed. It's a classic.
Well, you have this gigantic tentacle monster just destroying everything and sucking everything up into itself. So.
Gigantic. tentacle monster, aka classic.
Now, what were some of the notes that Mo Yang had when it came to it? If you can remember.
Oh yeah. I don't recall any specific notes. For like I said, for the most part, we were in agreement about conceptually how it worked. It's not behaving too differently right now as it's spitting its fireballs from a regular wither. So I think that was the important thing is that this is a wither on steroids.
Yeah.
Would be how I
Well,
I'd
gee,
term
wonder
it.
which side we're gonna go. Pig.
Of course, stick with the pig.
Stick with the pig. Got to stick with your best friend, Ruben.
Well, you did leave him out in the woods though. That one.
Well, I didn't want him to get a black eye.
yeah.
mean,
But you didn't know that was going to happen.
Well, oh yes,
That's
no,
right,
that's
you did
true.
not
Yeah, I
know.
didn't know that was
Yeah,
going to
the
happen at
first
all.
time you
No,
ever
yeah,
played
of course,
through.
first time. Cough.
Yes. I think the notes were more the kinds of notes you generally get that are make this a little bigger,
More tentacly.
Yeah, like
Okay.
more feedback about the concept, the art, some of the behaviors here and there. We would get notes all the time about the details.
Yeah.
You know, and not just about the Witherstorm, but just about everything. Just about the kind of place that that the Order of the Stone, like things about the headquarters of the Order of the Stone.
Yeah.
And the ways in which.
I love that reveal right there. Like,
That's a
it's
great
not
piece
working.
of- yeah. Here we go. Let's light it up.
Whenever I see this though, because
Everyone, get in now!
I mean, not to date myself so much as a nerd or anything like that.
Sure.
But I see this, and of course, I think Stargate.
Well,
So I wonder, like, because I know this is a total Minecraft thing, but I wonder with Mo Yang if that was the idea behind the portal with them, is if they were Stargate fans.
it'd be a good question. I'm
Yeah.
guessing there's probably a little bit of influence there.
Yeah.
Portals are just great.
Yeah.
They're a great.
They're a great way that. You know what? This scenery could use a change. I know. Portal.
It takes a long time to run,
Others?
and it takes a short time to portal.
Exactly.
That's what I've discovered.
So that's why I thought Stargate was just so brilliant. It's like, you know what? Let's go to a different location.
Go somewhere else.
In Canada.
Oh boy, here it is.
Do this.
The sweet, sweet amulet.
What does it do?
The amulet do?
It will help you locate the other members of the Order of the Stone. Take
I kind of feel like we're gonna have to say goodbye to Dave Fennoy.
Oh no. Are you saying you?
I'm
making a
looking
choice?
into the future, and I see a future without Dave Fennoy
Oh.
currently. Oh God.
That's about it.
Perfect.